Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, Mom Running Kid here, coming to you again. And hope you've been having a blast. I've been having a blast, guys, with section 10, the all-female section. And this is fight number 17, and I picked the likes of Vampirella, the female vampire heroine, versus the evil, diabolical mutate Vertigo. Yeah, Vampirella versus Vertigo. Once again, two characters that I've never used, and I thought it'd be cool. As always, my mind just really goes into overdrive sometimes, guys. But we're gonna kick it off, and we're gonna kick it off with Vampirella. Now, Vampirella, guys, is a hero. Now, she's actually from another planet. Actually, they consider her a vampire because she has fangs. But unlike if she bites you, and you know the myth of vampires, they bite you, you turn. With Vampirella, if she bites you, she'll kill you. She's pretty much like Blade. She has all their strengths but none of their weaknesses, and she hunts down evil vampires on Earth. Vampirella has shown that she has a very strong longevity in terms of, you know, her being around for so long. And of course, you know, it's always that she has this iconic, very iconic outerwear that she wears. It's just like, how the hell are you fighting in this stuff? You know, they pretty much have never changed that look at all. In terms of, like I said, she has all the vampire strengths but none of their weaknesses. She has pretty much highly trained skills with weapons and just hand-to-hand combat. You know, of course, you know, she's stronger than your normal human. And she has, if I remember correctly, she has had the abilities to shapeshift and things like that. But most of the time you just see her when she throws down with the bad guys. You know, it's usually just hand-to-hand combat. But like I said, you know, she has survived. As of right now, Dynamite now has her, and she's still been doing great over at Dynamite. Very much. But if you're a vampire, and especially one that's not like her, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble, guys. She's gonna get you, and she's a heck of a tracker, and she's gonna get you, and she's gonna kill you, no doubt about it, to protect, well, us, pretty much. You know, I think it was interesting that they created her like that. You know, that she's from another planet of people like her, but they're not really vampires. They're just, I don't know. It's just weird how they did it, but I do give all the creators a lot of credit for creating Vampirella, and I have a lot of respect for her longevity. She's been around for a pretty long time. So that's just a little bit about Vampirella, guys. So we move on to her combatant in this, and it is always good to introduce new characters so people don't know, but I think everybody should know who this character is. The mutate known as Vertigo. Kneel before Vertigo. Vertigo is one of the mutates from the Savage Land. who would later become one of the Marauders, Mr. Sinister's Marauders. She's an enhanced pretty much, and with Vertigo, you know, she has the pretty much the ability to, when you think of Vertigo, just think of a female version of Count Vertigo. She has the ability to give you a psychic wave that will disorientate you, give you like nausea, headaches, and just, you ever get vertigo, like you're really woozy and stuff, basically like that, but just to the extreme level that can pretty much break you where you stand. She's, of course, you know, she's always been mostly a X-Men villain, but she's gone up against other people like the Avengers, like Thor and people like that. I mean, at one point I seen her face Thor, and she nearly had Thor, you know, overwhelmed by her power, until he did something that he reflected her power back onto her with Mjolnir, and that's something. So basically right there I just gave you a clue. Look, Vertigo is not immune to her own powers. It's kind of weird though. It's like, wow, she's not really immune to her own powers, but they do use her powers well, you know, Sinister and all of them. They do use it to the advantage that it's supposed to be used to. It's not supposed to be, you know, to disorient a group, knock them out, things like that. And I think that's what plays up to her strengths, you know. Now, she has been in many forms of the X-Men comics, and sometimes they change her style. I mean, she's had different looks over the years, but she's still been the same evil, psychotic, you know, part of my French bitch that, you know, you don't want to be in the path of, you know, especially when she uses her powers. So, in terms of a battle, you have a vampire. Well, okay, a fanged vampire, okay, well, however you want to call it, because they don't want to kind of consider Vampirella a vampire, against a mutated human, so to speak. Now, what I look at this is like, when I came up with this, I was looking at it from the aspect of how much can Vampirella take if Vertigo is using her full strength of her powers. You know, will it disorientate or knock out Vampirella enough for, you know, Vertigo to get the decisive win? You know, but then I also looked at, Vertigo's not a hand-to-hand combat specialist. She really has no fairly hand-to-hand combat training, and if Vampirella could get inside and use her speed, you know, her all the speed that she's been gifted, yeah, this match will definitely go to Vampirella. But you know, when Vertigo has you in lock with her powers, it's like you gotta find a way out of it quick, or you're going down. She's dropped the toughest, but it does come down to skill and power set as well. But I will say I will give this one to Vampirella, but I leave it up to you guys. Vampirella or Vertigo? And guys, I hope you guys enjoyed fight number 17 for section 10. If you don't know any of the characters here, as always, as I like to always say, do your research. You know, research characters to get a feel for them. But other than that, you know me, guys. I want to hear your input on this fight. And this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. As always, guys, I will see you in a little while with the next fight, fight number 18. And that fight will be coming from my friend Juan Jawit Dragon. But other than that, you know the slogan, guys. Battle on.